Hello again, Azule here. Um, well, sorry for leaving everyone hanging after the first video. I had some, you know, life stuff, and I was kind of unmotivated for recording a second one because well, audio quality was kind of shit. Not gonna lie, but it turns out that I think I managed to fix the problem. Now I can properly comment while I play, and honestly, I kind of don't wanna keep playing on that last world I created because, it's been a while, and I just don't feel like playing it in it again. So, well, and also, you it it would be kind of awkward trying to keep going from where I was while I take into account that you know probably almost nothing that I said was heard. So in order to be heard minimally decently, I'm just going to generate a new world and fire from lightning. You know what? I'm gonna enable this. Anyway, and yeah, that's that. I I'm gonna make the introduction again in case well the probable case that it was really inaudible in the other video. So this challenge that I am proposing to myself is basically I cannot respawn without using a temporal gear, and what I'm gonna do twice. I can't respawn if I don't use a temporal gear. If I die and I haven't reset my spawn, then it's over. End of the world. And if I want to keep making this series, I will just make another world. And for those who are new to the game, this is how it works. You use a temporal gear is a rare item that you can sometimes get as a drop from certain mobs or find as loot in ruins, and it is used basically to reset your spawn, because otherwise every time you die you go back to the spawn area, the original spawn area in the world. So that's it. If I go back to the original spawn, it's challenge failed. I should stop playing this world and make another one. And I don't think I'm going to mess with anything else. Yeah. Now, Dark Adventure Lands. Sunny Cave World sounds kind of weird. Serene Hermit Tales, how about that? Quite promising of a relaxing playthrough. Will it be? Probably not. Sometimes. You guys just wait for the first Temple of Storm. That's gonna be very very far from peaceful. For those of you who don't know, temporal storms are a mechanic of the game. It happens in, you know, semi-regular intervals, and it's just pure chaos, pure chaos. A lot of hostile mobs spawn, and well, you will see. Anyway, at the start we can choose from a certain number of different classes, and some of those have exclusive recipes, and the commoner is just, you know, boring. A commoner, nothing special, so I don't really like it much. I really prefer the clothier because I can have a sewing kit to fix clothes, which is important during the winter, and I have exclusive clothes which are, you know, pretty sweet. Even though I have these disadvantages, these well, weak, but if I play smart, I won't really have many problems with this. Kind is a little annoying, but well, at some point, killing animals would just not be any challenge, and having less loot from foraging is, well, so just unfortunate sometimes. So it's nothing so bad that is a deal breaker, especially if I can get some stylish, very stylish clothes. And actually there are some exclusive armor that only the clothier can craft, which is pretty good, so that's that. There's that too. So first thing first, progression in this game, for those who don't know, starts with gathering very basic food, some branches for the first tools you're going to make, and rocks, because the first tools are stone tools, which are made in a very interesting way compared to most crafting games I have seen, which is by knapping. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It is a process that involves, you know, let me show. Flint, nice. Anyway, knapping involves hitting a rock with another rock until it gets to the shape you want. And it's a pretty primitive method. As long as I know, I mean, as far as I know, I didn't know rocks did that. Anyway, as far as I know, I think it was actually used by primitive people. So I think it's pretty cool that you actually start by making tools just like a cave person, just like a caveman. Hitting rocks against rocks and eating berries to live. Well, I need another flint because apparently this region has sandstone rocks. The rocks you find on the ground, they do vary by region. I mean claystone, yeah. And some rocks are just not suitable for crafting tools, which the game will, alert you to the fact. Well, just a second, I think you gotta quit and come back to resolve this bug. Yeah, I see the items are just clipping through the ground. They're not supposed to do that. Well, as I was saying, let me see if the bug is solved. Sad. It's not. Yep. Well, I can't seem to get rid of this bug, so whatever. Now that I have a few flint stones, I need a knife. It's just the first tool you have to craft in this game if you wanna, have a decently fast progression. You can always, just leave it for later and not have a very essential tool. The first thing you want to do with your knife is get some reeds to make the first inventory item in the game, which are some reed baskets. If you pay attention to this screen, this little window, inventory and crafting, the inventory part seems to be missing because I have none. Gotta equip some, backpack like items so I can have some storage beyond my hotbar. And there isn't really a lot of reeds here. You can usually find reeds at the shore of lakes and bodies of water. So if you this is a plane. Planes are good. So as I was saying, if you wanna gather lots and lots of reeds, best thing you can do is walk around the shores of lakes. There will be reeds over there, and maybe some small puddles can have some some reeds too. It's just will also depend on your luck a little bit, because you see this is a pretty big lake and you can't see that many reeds. Oh, that's not flint. Red clay. That over there is important. Not now, but soon. Pretty soon. Like early game progression item soon. It's just that inventory is the first thing you need after a knife. Gathering some mushrooms for food. Never too much early game chew. Mushrooms are very nice source of food because they stay, can keep them for a while without them spoiling. And well, actually that's it. They keep for a decent while. You see, 18 days. I promise you, everyone, that they are not going to last 18 days. They're not gonna last even 5, I guess. Not this much. I had the big lakes over there. Yeah, so another thing that is a thing in the game is, well, agriculture. You will get seeds from breaking wild plants, you know, foodstuff plants, and you can later plant it. And I promise you, you're not going to get only a single food item, because first time I tried the farming mechanic, I was a little afraid that it wouldn't yield a lot of food, but it does, it actually does. Single food item is just when you harvest it in the wild. Well, moving on. It does take a pretty long time for crops to be ready to be harvested, so it's not an immediate priority to actually, you know, get the most out of the food you collect. The best thing to do is to make a cooking pot and cook actual meals instead of eating raw food, because meals, they give more satiety, and well, they also, depending on the meal, it also lasts more, lasts longer than raw food. And well, you see, this is a merchant wagon or whatever. These are some structures that they generate, well, around the world. I can't say they are very regular and frequent, because it really depends on your luck, but usually, from my experience, whenever you wherever you spawn, there's usually one of these guys close to you. So let's see, Roy is a treasure hunter, and this is good, because the treasure hunter is an essential NPC for story progression, so I already know where to go if I want to progress in the story. Because yeah, there is lore content in this game, but it's not, he's not very useful for me right now. So yeah, good to know you, Roy. See you later. Let's see. Now there are some reeds over here. So first thing I want to do is grab that. I have to do these flints. Well, sometimes there are minerals at the entrance of caves. Again, depending on luck. Just wanted to have a quick peek to check my luck. It turns out my luck isn't the best this time around, at least not yet. Well, I think that's enough. I really want to make, yeah, some inventory already. It's very annoying knowing you have absolutely zero inventory space. So it's 10 cattails for one reed basket, and there are some small chests I can also craft with cattails. So whenever I set up my first temporary base, I'm going to need more cattails. It's never too much. I think this is a sandy biome, not say, well, I wouldn't call it a desert, because, well, I don't know, it's usually doesn't really look like a desert. I haven't found one yet, because there are desert biomes, and they have cacti and or cactuses. I don't really remember what's the plural of that word, but anyway, there is desert vegetation in a desert biome, so I haven't actually ventured enough to find a real desert in the world. In any of the worlds I played at yet. I admit that I usually don't venture too far from my base, because I'm more interested in building a very big and very productive base more than exploring. But I do explore. It's just that I like exploring caves, trying to find ruins, more than I like to explore trying to find biomes. Oh, 50. I just need another one. And that's enough. I'm gonna get a little bit more. And if I ever need more cattails, I'll just come back to this little patch. That has, just a little bit of cattails. Now, there is a little bit of time before the sun sets, but not too much. So I gotta make a little bit of haste and start preparing for the night. So I need an axe to chop down a tree, and then turn the tree logs plural into actually usable firewood. And let me see. How's that bunny running? I think I hear bees. Am I hearing bees? Because no, the bees are. I think it's just the wind. Bees are a pretty good resource to have because they make honey, and honey is used to make the best healing items. Because, well, if I'm playing this, trying not to die, you know, it's healing items. Oh well. Apple log. I could find an oak tree. It would be quite good because oak trees just well, oak wood is much more versatile than most of the other kinds of wood in the game. So that's one tree you definitely want to find. Definitely saw stone brick texture over here. You gotta be really careful because it's a forest and that's the place bears and wolves usually spawn. There isn't any apparent vases for me to break. There are some ceramic containers. They are kind of like vases that you can break in ruins that have some kind of random loot. The only thing you know is the loot category. Holy shit. Wolves and a bear. This spawn is, I mean, this forest is cursed. And to top it all off, there is some rift activity, which means monsters can spawn in dark areas, and that's pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do is swim like a coward to this little island and make my first shelter here. Fuck, I forgot this wasn't a knife. I need some straw to campfire, and the straw is something you get with a knife or a scythe. The scythe is something you can only make when you have metal. Oh well, there's some borax. That's interesting. I actually need way more straw. Yep. Get some grass real quick. And be careful not to get surprise attacked by a bear. Cause they run. Boy, do they run. I think the bears may actually run faster than the wolves. And the wolves already run faster than the players, I think. So that's that. You don't want a bear breathing down your neck at the start of a new game. I wish I had some way to build a hut or something right now, but I didn't really have time to dig a few blocks, so I'm gonna have to be satisfied with just a campfire. Oh, at least I can set up my bedroll in a comfortable place, you know. Fuck. Protected from the wind, as you can see. Very convenient. Wait, no. Let's set up this here. Not right beside the grass. Right. You should be good. There's some firewood. But 4, and now there is campfire. Fire starter is the shitty fire making item that you use once and can throw away. Because right after making the first campfire, you can just make torches, and then you don't really need to fire starter as long as you have at least one lit torch, because, well, if you walk into the water with a torch in your hand, it gets extinguished, and also torch only lasts for 48 hours when you place it down. So if you don't keep at least one lit torch, you're gonna have to use a fire starter again eventually. And if you're unlucky, the fire starting process can take a while. Now I am going to wait until it's a little bit later in the night before I use the bed, because I only sleep for 7 hours in the hay bed. The time you actually sleep depends on the bed you're using, and I want to skip most of the night if possible, so I don't give too much time for the monsters to spawn. So as long as it gets I mean, uh, whenever it finishes getting completely dark, I'm going to sleep. If it were some like a few months ago, I wouldn't have this problem because there was really only one kind of mob that spawned on the surface, and it wasn't a real threat at a distance. But now there are some new aggressive mobs that, well, oh shit, they're spawning. There is one new aggressive mob that was recently added to the game, and it has a stupid big range, and it's scary how much damage it can deal if you don't have any protection. So again, as the premise is for me to try to survive. I'm not gonna take chances when I don't really have to. I'm gonna check my map real quick. So I'm in the middle of this little island. There is sand over here. I'm not really fond of this kind of biome. I think I'm going to head down here and search these plains for a good place to make a first base, because it's very much easier to build in a flat land than, you know, this over here. This would be annoying. And sand is affected by gravity, so it would be doubly annoying trying to build on sand. Now, where's south? This is south. I need to go southwest. So, the other side of that mountain. I mean, not really a mountain, is it? No, there's no on the top. That's definitely a mountain. That's nice. This beach, it's you know, it is what am I saying? It is a kind of material you can burn, and it burns for a decent temperature for certain things. And you can use it to fire clay things. Pottery, yes, pottery, that's the word. Clay pottery, which is actual ceramic, which is not only useful but necessary for progression. Having a decent stock of peach is good early game, because I'm gonna end up firing a lot of clay things, and this makes the process faster than if I use wood. Now, I'm not quite sure if this is how it is in real life, but well, it's pretty nice. Let's see. I made some progress already. And I even got some meat. Oh, this is a baby wolf. Where there's a baby, there's a mother. Shit. Well, wolves are terribly dangerous without any sort of armor, so I'm going to avoid them like the plague. Fuck, if I was a wolf. That log over there, I mean. Oh, there's a couple of ruins. Oh, there's something good. Is this seaweed? Nice. Pumpkin seeds are good. Very, very good. Blue clay. Well, it's good to know there's a clay deposit here. That there is a monster. Yeah. Medium rift activity. I do not want to be outdoors when night falls. I'm gonna leave a marker over here because these are some interesting ruins. Gotta be careful going over hills because you never know if there is a pack of wolves at the other side or a bear. It's really important to be careful, especially because it's harder to run away in this kind of terrain. There's no trees to put between you and the wild animals. And oh girl, I don't have any more inventory. I need to eat some of these. Well, grains are very good source of food because they stay good for a very long time. I think it's the most durable food source are the grains. Look at this mature onions, and well, they're not mature onions, but they're almost mature, and I don't have inventory to grab them later. This seems like a cozy forest. I kinda wanna build a base here, but I I don't think that would be a good idea right now. I think there's a wolf over there. Maybe it's just a tree trunk. They have a similar color palette. Well, the thing is, again, wolves and bears, they spawn in forests. If one of these decides that it wants to bite me, I can't really do much, not right now. Oh, this is wonderful. Coal is really good. Almost can't see this. It's that way. This would be a candidate for a base location. Again, if it wasn't very close to forests, and now also a lot of caves. Not too much can go wrong with this. But that is a pretty place. I think I should free some inventory to at least have a few dirt blocks. I'm getting a feeling that I should not be walking around without some emergency dirt blocks. And I'll be honest, they don't really do much against, let's say, a bear, because they jump very fucking high. But I can still use them to slow them down, I think. I tried it once and I managed to flee from the bear. So if it worked once, it could work twice, right? Let's see. Any wolves, any bears? None, apparently. So, did I reach the plains? I completely skipped the plains. Nice. At least now I'm here. I hope the music isn't too loud because just moss. Well, as I was starting to say, I don't really have a good notion of the volume of the music compared to my voice, because of my voice and the gameplay, because it's, you know, I have zero experience making videos, or almost zero. I guess I did make that other one, which was pretty bad actually. So yeah, I hope this one's at least something people can watch. Look at this. This is a pretty plant. Some nice flowers. Has peach. A lot of peach. Really nice. Some berry bushes. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make my first base here. Just a second. Now, where exactly do I make it? This. Oh, this is copper. Finding copper is very good. It's almost, I would say, almost surprised to have help this later. Whatever. These are some nice rooms. Or all that correct lessons. Check out this. Will be copper when you break it. Can be pretty much anything. Clay is very good over here. Oh, this is a very, very convenient placement of resources. I think I might make a base close to one of those big hills over there. Those over there. What should I do? Best thing would be port. Closer to the merchant. Maybe I should settle down closer to the merchant. There could be another merchant over here. You have to take a quick peek. Maybe there isn't a merchant. It's very hard to find one when the terrain is hilly like this. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find one very easily over here. Is this again? Flint. Lead. Ooh. That's really, really good stuff. Rich lead deposits. Very close. I'm gonna need that for the second stage of metalworking. By which I mean it's the second. It can be used to make bronze, which is first. No, I mean the second kind of metal you will usually make. you know, progress to the next level of tools and metal stuff. I wanna set up my base closer to the merchant, but I want one of these tall hills close to the base too, because it's a good place to build a windmill. The windmill gets a stronger wind if I build it at a higher spot. I don't really need to use a hill to build it, but wouldn't it be cool? So that's what I'm thinking about. I usually just build a very big tower, like a little bigger than this tree. But thinking about doing it top of a hill, just just for some variety. Not always build the same thing. I don't know if anyone else gets this urge to just diversify a little bit. I'm dying of hunger. That after I gathered so many mushrooms. So like I said, these mushrooms are not gonna last until they spoil. No way. Oh yeah, I forgot to enable the cave-ins. I wish I did, but now it's a bit too late. You know what? I don't really like how the surroundings of these hills are. I'm just gonna build my base in the middle of the meadow here because it's just really pretty. Right? Yeah. This is the other copper. This is the copper that I found. Now, do I build it closer to water? Well, I think I'm gonna do a quick cut because I'll probably take a while to figure out where I want to build a base. So, time skip. And here I am again. It's getting late. It's starting to turn into night, and I decided that I want to have a little bit of a view of the water over there, because eventually I plan to build a little bit of a dock or whatever it was called, the place where you keep boats. Because boats are a thing in the game. And I want to see all the stuff that I'm going to build from my base. I want to be able to see the crops I'm going to cultivate. I want to see everything I build from my house, because now this is how the meadow looks. These plains, vast, uninhabited, and well, untouched, or almost untouched. And then in the future I will look around and see everything that I built. I'll say, hey, I came quite a long way from the beginning. It's just going to be cool, I guess. Now I gotta hurry the fuck up. And build a shelter. Night's falling. Fuck. I do not need my shovel. I should break now. Fuck. Terrible time for a shovel to break. Need more dirt. Just how the early game goes. Gotta cut down a tree real quick so I can make a proper door. Fuck, see that over there? It's a portal. They're gonna start appearing and spawn monsters, and I need the wood right now. Come on. Right, 2 logs. I need more fucking branches. Just a few more branches. is a proper shelter. Humble shelter, but a proper shelter. And I'll tell you, ground storage is one of the best features of the best features of this game. Not needing to necessarily craft a chest for every single thing. It's very good. That said, chest is good for storing some things instead of leaving everything on the ground, which would in the end take much more space. In most cases, I can store things like tools on the ground. See, you actually need a wall to support tools, but if you want to store like rocks, no wait, it's not right. Let's see, sticks, can put it at up to 4 of most items on the ground. Firewood and peat are exceptions, in which they stack quite nicely. Tools, you can only lay, ouch, except on the fire. You can only lay 2 tools per block, so I can't put this and this, but I cannot put my knife with those tools. Come on. And well, if I try to do this with a seed, I'm going to just end up planting it, so I'm not gonna try. See how dark it gets? I don't really need to keep the fire lit up right now. The torch is enough, but well, I'm gonna say the starry sky has a really nice texture. I was gathering more sticks because I thought about doing some, using some clay to make cooking pots and stuff over the night, but now I see that I forgot to gather any clay. So, well, holy fucking shit. Oh, these are the monsters. Such a fucking... That scared the shit out of me. Well, I gotta sleep for them to go away in the morning. Can actually see the time passing over here. Well, good thing they don't break doors. Don't tell the devs. Please. Don't tell the devs. I would like to keep it this way. I don't think they're going away soon. Well, in any case, this has probably been long enough episode on its own, I guess. A bit of exploration. I got my first, well, hopefully it's going to be the only mud hut I build in the near future, and futurely my base is going to be over here. Very beautiful metal, but well, there's still a lot to be done. This is just a beginning. This is just preparation for the beginning. Actually, I have the basics down, but I need more food. It's already all over. So see everyone again, hopefully in the next episode. Zizulia going out for now. See everyone next time. Stay safe. Bye bye.